It's so nice to be back with you all. I'm Josh.
And I'm KP. Welcome to Pillow Talk on Hatch Plus, where do not disturb is a way of life. Josh, how is it going? How are you doing? What's going on? Tell me everything.
Well, here's my emotional weather report
Yes,
tonight.
please.
I'm feeling a lot of momentum in my
Oh,
life. I'm really excited about a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of travel with my wife, some fun projects I'm tinkering with. So my emotional weather report is kind of a light, pleasant breeze on my back and just the right temperature. It's, emotionally, even though it's nighttime right now, the sun is shining on my face and I'm feeling really good tonight.
that is incredible. That is all the stuff I like to hear. Mine is similar.
Yeah, tell me
I would
more.
say my emotional weather to report tonight is, when you've been spending all day in the sun, it's nighttime now, and your whole skin is a little warm.
Hmm.
And you're like, oh, I was really frolicking in the sun a lot today.
Oh, I love that.
That's the kind of nighttime feel I'm feeling. I was really frolicking. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been soaking it all up. I've been stagnant in a great way. I've been laying on my towel all morning. And now, perhaps it's time to put some aloe vera on.
That's such a great feeling of just being ready
Yes.
for a little rest and recovery.
Oh, yeah.
I love that as well. KP, I hope you are ready to get lost in some curiosity because
Oh,
tonight we are doing some internet deep dives and falling down the rabbit hole.
I love that. It is my favorite thing to do. I can get lost so easy in a topic. So let's do it, shall we?
Please.
We're going to look up the last things we searched online, and we're going to try and learn even more, expand our brains, following random links until our heads hit the pillow. I'm going to start. Okay, the last thing I searched for was the National Spelling Bee.
I love the spelling bee. I think it is so fun. It's such a fun tradition. I love
Yes.
seeing kids triumph. And I have some friends who have worked on it, which I'm so jealous of.
Wow. I love seeing kids excited about such a niche thing. It is the coolest thing in the world to just be like, I'm good at this very specific spelling thing.
Oh, anytime someone's good at something
Yeah,
specific, I'm like, tell me more about this.
totally.
So I'm learning right now in real
Yes.
time that this is the 100th anniversary of the spelling bee.
Oh my gosh. Maybe that's why I was looking it up. You know what? I was looking it up because of the musical, the 25th annual Putnam County
Oh,
Spelling Bee, which
yeah.
is a beautiful musical.
I've
But
never
it's
seen it.
it's very fun. Very, very good. I had a spelling bee in fourth grade, and I will always remember the word that took me out:
What was it?
molecule. That's a hard
Oh,
one.
for fourth grade, that's tough.
It sounds like it would have more U's than it does, doesn't it?
100%. It sounds like there would be
I
extra use, and
thought,
there's just the one.
and there's just the one. I thought it was MOU, look cool.
That
Like,
maybe in Canada and the United Kingdom it is.
I have a French way about me. That's
That's
I
true.
was a
You're
fourth
very
grader.
international.
Thank you. Yes.
So it's like the patron of it is the
Mm.
EW Scripps Company, also known as Scripps, an American broadcasting company founded in
Hmm.
1878 as a chain of newspapers. Okay, because there wasn't much TV in the
Yeah.
late 1870s.
And now, Josh, what do you think of their corporate motto? Which, by the way, I love the idea of a corporate motto. Their corporate
Same.
motto is give light and the people will find their own way. Ooh,
That's really good.
I like it.
And then their logo, and I've seen this before, is kind of a line drawing of a lighthouse with
Mm-hmm.
radiant light coming out, which
Mm-hmm.
I love a lighthouse too.
Oh, yes. I love a lighthouse. I'm a big coastal head.
What's your favorite coast?
It's so hard, but I have to go East Coast for the differences from the top of the beach to the bottom of the beach.
Mm,
Maine beach, so different than a Florida beach.
totally.
So I think East Coast has a lot of vibe based. Jersey Shore, extremely different than
Very
North
different vibe.
Carolina.
I love coastal Maine too. I'm such a
Hmm.
New England lover, that picturesque autumnal stuff and the picturesque
Yeah.
summer stuff. And I have a friend who is always threatening to move to a lighthouse.
That would not be good for me.
You too much solitude?
I like to talk too much. Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
that's why I'm here.
We're here in the
Talk.
pillow fort, which
Yes.
is we're not helping any ships avoid the shore.
No.
I'm so interested because scripts is one of those things I hear all the time and was like, yeah, I guess just scripts.
And I do love when a company gets behind a something so different. Like, for example, Michelin star is related to the tire
To the
company,
tires. Yeah.
which is so interesting. And I'm like, oh, Scripps just hosts a spelling bee. Why not? Michelin just started doing rankings of fancy restaurants, and now it means something.
I know. It's amazing too. Because I don't know that it would be intuitive to me to go to the guy who sells me tires for restaurant recommendations.
Absolutely.
Not that I would distrust his recommendations, just like if I was, I got to take my wife out. It's our anniversary coming out. I'm so
Mhm.
excited, but I need a good place to go. I
Yeah.
wouldn't like get on the horn with my tire salesman.
Yes. Well, so I just looked it up how it started.
hmm
So in 1900, this is the Michelin Guide.
So even longer ago than the spelling bee,
Yes.
I would have guessed the other way.
So I guess this started because in 1900 there are fewer than 3,000 cars on the roads of France.
hmm
So somebody had to increase the demand for cars and car tires. So the car tire Michelin Brothers
Got it.
published a guide for French motorists to come on over. This is all the stuff you should see.
Oh, interesting. So this was specifically French people weren't driving around very much.
No, there were not enough tires on the road seeing all the beautiful foods that the French have to offer. So these brothers said, we got to wear these tires out.
This is such a pleasant way to encourage more people to buy tires because I feel
Yes.
like there's like an equal chance that they would have just said, well, we're going to strew thumbtacks around the roads of France and increase tire
Yes.
demand that way.
They just don't know how good our food is in France. So let's just help them out.
I'm going to look up driving in France because I don't know what side of the road they drive on.
Oh, that's interesting. But I know is Autobahn in France?
I
'Cause that's
feel
that.
like it is a German road, right? But does
Oh,
it
you're
also go to
right. You're
France?
right. No, it's just Germany.
Just Germany.
Yep.
How is that one of those roads where you can drive any speed?
So it says much of the system has no speed limit. However, usually 81 miles per hour applies. That is
Okay,
fast. That's quite
that's pretty
fast.
fast.
Yeah,
But I bet they do it in kilometers, which I kind of like
they
because it
do.
makes you feel like you're going faster in an exciting way.
130 miles per hour. Yeah, you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie.
That's right. I just like that feeling. Like, I don't need to be going faster, but if I could state my current speed at a
Yes.
faster rate, I'm out on miles per hour. I'm all in on feet per second.
I do, I do want to get better at the metric system because I think that's just something nice for us to know, don't you think?
I definitely think so. I always feel so,
I
like I feel
yes,
so provincial when I don't know a metric conversion.
totally. When somebody says how many stones they weigh, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
huh?
How
Now
much does
that's how much is a stone?
my guess is like 20 pounds.
Oh, I'm gonna say 7, just cause. I don't know.
Okay. It is 14 pounds, 6.35 kilograms.
But stone is not even a metric system. That's just Britain.
That's
Britain's
just
just
British
doing something
Imperial.
so separate there.
And 14 pounds, that's like a pretty heavy stone.
That's a heavy stone?
I
That's a
think
heavy
so.
stone? Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, so they were using a stone to weigh beeswax, sugar, pepper, cumin, almonds, cinnamon, nutmeg. Okay.
These are all valuable commodities. It's like so funny. Imagine like if you were a trader and you had to trade stones for things, like imagine how heavy your wallet would be.
Oh, yeah. It's like I have to make sure I'm not getting ripped off. So let me bring my own stone just in case.
That's right. The only stones I trust.
Have you heard? I don't even know how I would search for this, but isn't the oldest text that we have written is complaining about someone's copper order? Have
Oh,
you
I
heard
don't
of this?
know.
Oh, it's a beautiful little thing that we have because it proves that complaints have always lasted throughout the test of time, people
hmm
complaining. And this is, yes, it is a clay tablet written 1750 BCE.
Whoa.
This is called Complaint Tablet to Nasir.
Oh, yep.
Yep. And it is one of the
Cuneiform.
oldest, yes, cuneiform, one of the oldest things we have written. And it's a complaint that the quality of copper was not good that he bought.
Wow.
I like
That's
that.
Imagine, like, I think we have it too easy now
I
with
agree.
complaints, right? We can
Yep.
just go on to whatever website and go like 1 star. My copper wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But when you're doing cuneiform, you had to get a stone, you had to get, I don't know, like a chisel and
Yep.
chisel the complaint into the stone. But the upside of that, right? It took longer, but you could just like whip your complaint right through a
Mhm.
window back then.
Yes, yes, you have to deal with this because it's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as simple as Yelp. You don't get to just log on,
That's right.
leave some stars. I really do love this because you're right. It takes a lot of effort to hate this much, and I think I would do something like this.
I honestly think you're right. I think that hating has become too simplified and we
Absolutely.
need to bring back like we got to gatekeep. We got to hate keep, frankly.
Yes, yes, that is true.
I'm trying I don't know. I like can picture cuneiform in my head, but I'm sure I'm not picturing it actively. And so I'm like diving deep into this and it is a logosyllabic writing system that was used to write several languages. So it's not a language itself, which I probably got wrong.
Oh,
It is a like the system of writing. So it's like the material and the carvings, but you could do a bunch of different languages in it.
wow. It also seems very detailed, and for how interesting it is to have to take, yeah, a chisel and do it. I'm like, it's kind of beautiful.
It is really spectacular. And my
Yeah.
handwriting is poor at this point.
Oh, I was a teacher for a bit, and you have to have really cute handwriting if you get into that
What
profession.
ages did you teach? I was also a teacher.
Oh, I taught middle school and I loved it.
Whoa. I taught pre-K and I also loved
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah.
Very different vibes
Yeah,
going on
my
there.
those kids are long asleep by now. I mean, well actually,
I
I
hope.
just learned on Facebook because I'm Facebook friends with a bunch of the parents still
Mhm.
of the kids I taught and this was
Yeah.
like 15 years ago,
Mhm.
maybe more. I guess like 18 years ago I started. And so one of them just graduated college this week and I was
Yeah.
really thrown for a loop,
Mhm.
but it was
Wow.
so sweet to see.
I'm getting a facial from one of my former students tonight because she's now an
Whoa.
esthetician and she's all, old.
Yeah.
As and so it's I was like, "Oh, well, I'll I'll call in that favor."
Are you getting the friends and family and former middle school teachers discount?
I haven't asked, but I hope to. I taught her
That
a
would be
lot.
nice. Okay, I found the list of languages for cuneiform:
Yes.
Sumerian, Akkadian, Ablate,
Oh.
Elamite. And apologies to anyone who's an Elamite speaker who
Mhm.
if I'm mispronouncing, Hittite, Hurrian,
Oh, sure.
Luwian, Urartian, Palaic, Aramaic, Old Persian, and Ugaritic. That's a
Wow.
lot of languages that cuneiform was built to handle.
And we've lost a lot of them, and I don't recognize much of those. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I want to know what Iblate is. Oh,
Yeah.
not to be confused with Elbate, says Wikipedia. Thanks,
Mhm.
Wikipedia.
I was
I would
just about to
never,
get confused.
nope, I would never confuse Iblate with Elbate.
Never. I was looking up on my end ingots. Is an ingot
Is that
a
like a chunk of gold?
it's a chunk, but I was wondering if it has to be a certain amount to be considered an ingot rather than a
Right.
bar, you know?
Yeah, totally. Right. Like gets too big, it's a bar. Too small, it's like a shaving.
It seems like you know when you know.
You
You can
eyeball
look at
it.
it and say, "That's not an ingot, that's a
That's,
bar."
yeah, like you got some big ingots over there. Those are
I'm
bordering on
sure.
bars.
You're gonna wanna bring that down. That's a little ingot.
And it's not just gold. I've only heard it in like
N
fantasy novels where they're like, he
mhm.
brought up his satchel of gold ingots to the
Yes.
counter.
No, you can do most metals: brass, bronze, copper.
So it's a metal that you heat past its melting point and then cast into a bar. So that
Exactly.
makes sense. So it's not just like a wad of stray copper or whatever.
No, that would be its own thing. Have you ever, by the way, done, mining for gold in, like, an old
No.
town? Oh my gosh, it's very fun.
Did you like digging in the ground or like sifting in a river?
Sifting. Yeah, sifting in a
Oh,
river. I
that's
only did it
fun.
once at one of those nice old colonial towns in Virginia, but it's very fun.
Did you get any gold?
If you'd be lucky if you get a dust-sized one, but
Sure.
it's still fun. I think
Kind
it's,
of
been a
kind
thousand
of
years of
the
people finding it.
the whale watch of mining expeditions.
Absolutely.
Maybe
I
you
have
find some gold, maybe you don't.
Yeah, I never have done a whale watching because it is often quite early in the morning too.
Yeah,
That's when the whales
totally.
are out. Mhm.
I didn't know whales were morning people.
I think so. Back in when I was in Boston,
Mhm.
the whale watches would often leave quite early.
Well, if there are any whales listening to this right now, we
Oh,
hope you're getting a good night's sleep because you've got an
yes.
early morning tomorrow.
Yes.
I feel like I, like a whale, am about ready to hit the hay.
Yes. Whales and hay, often synonymous. I think it's time for me to turn in. How about you, Josh?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty sleepy.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna put my head down and doze off.
Wonderful. Good night, Josh.
Good night, KB.